Hello, and welcome back to the Tells podcast. My name's Busi, and this podcast is on poker and love. Hello, Andrew Nimi.
I think you got a little something in your teeth.
Oh.
Do you? Yeah, you do. You do.
Can you see it?
I think it's gone. How am I doing?
Yeah, you got something in your teeth too. A row of teeth full of quiche.
Still?
Better.
Better, but not good?
It won't be perfect. No, it's fine. I'm teasing.
Give me that water. Give me some of that water.
Hi, co-host.
Hi, co-host.
What's happening?
I think you're the host. I'm your sidekick. What do you think?
Co-host.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I guess you're right. How's it going?
Pretty tired.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel tired.
Yeah. Is it because you were partying all night last night?
Must be.
Must be all that liquor you were drinking.
Probably.
Burgers and liquor. You're on the burgers and liquor diet.
You eat a burger once a week, in the week, and you're on a burger and liquor diet?
Yep, that's you. I'm judging you.
Okay. When are you not judging me?
Never.
How is your week on planet Earth?
It's getting overwhelming. Planet Earth.
How so?
There's a lot happening right now, isn't there?
Is there?
It's all coming to a head. It'll be interesting to see if we're able to record next week. If there's still society that hasn't collapsed yet.
Bit dramatic, no?
Do you think it'll be doable? Maybe from a bunker somewhere or like the middle of the forest?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think I don't know, actually. I haven't given it much thought.
Oh, yeah? You're not dwelling on it? Dwelling on the impending doom that's coming this Tuesday?
No, actually, I have not, because I have given myself a mini dopamine fast, specifically from the news.
Mm-hmm. Because it's impending doom?
No, not because it's impending doom, but because these people that make the news don't pay rent to live in my mind.
Okay.
They just want to live there rent free. I don't think so.
So you got other things to do in your mind?
Yeah.
And in life?
Literally, yes. I have my own life.
I got nothing else going on.
So you just
I gotta fill the time with something.
Yeah, I just needed to take back my mind.
Smart.
You know,
Seems smart. Maybe I should have followed your lead.
Because I'm sure, probably because it was getting overwhelming, and then you listen to I watch news on YouTube, and is it really news? It's more opinion than news, because news is
These are the facts. This is what happened.
right. News is there was a car crash or
Right.
a car broke down on 15. Avoid exit on Jones.
Now everything's got an opinion to it. A slant.
We have opinions.
An angle.
Right.
A spin.
So I don't need opinions that ain't paying rent in my mind.
At least this week.
Well, I've been, I downloaded a habit tracker
Okay.
because it was getting really serious. I have a habit, I wake up, I work, and then around 10, I take a break, and that's my news watching time. Mm-hmm. So this week I tried to interrupt that pattern and not do that. And
No news at 10 a.m.
Right.
What are you doing instead?
Went for a walk. I read.
Seems healthy. Are you sure this is wise?
Because it's healthy.
In today's society, it seems cavalier of you. We don't like your types.
What types do you like? What do you want from me?
You got to fall in line.
And be.
You can't be like an outcast libertarian. You got to pick a side here and stick to it and fight.
There's a libertarian side too, no?
No.
Doesn't exist.
Those people are weird.
Well, I refuse to
Vote wasters, they are.
Oh dear. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, easy. Thursday was really not easy.
To not read news?
Yeah,
Why?
I felt like something was missing in my life, and I felt a little bit sad. And I realized that I was experiencing a withdrawal from drama. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
And don't at me, because there's no news channel that's not filled with drama. So don't at me, okay?
BBC?
No,
NPR?
maybe NPR.
See?
So maybe I'll start watching NPR. But
I mean, I'm sure someone would say it's slanted.
we're not getting news. We're getting opinions. That's my opinion. And you're allowed to have your opinion. And Andrew gets his news from Twitter. And this is why he is very sad this week. Because he's been consuming
Sad is an understatement.
too much news.
That and drinking alcohol.
Tell us about your news, your overconsumption
There's
of
nothing-
both the news
there's-
and...
There's nothing like a healthy diet of Twitter news and booze. Really set you down the straight and narrow. So what do you want to know?
How do you feel?
Terrible.
Existential dread.
Yeah. What's the point of life? That kind of thing. At least this life. Not producing anything other than here's the poker hands that I played and here's a new casino that opened. You know?
Isn't that
Is that
production
valuable?
of something?
I don't know. It's not going to save us, is it? Is it going to save this society? Because this society needs some saving.
Yeah, you see, I don't know where to put all of that. And I think that's potentially why. And I think it would be one thing if the angst that we felt or the angst that was shared with us had a game plan of how to get out of the angst, right? We just get...
Well, the people that are serving you the angst, they don't want you to get out of it.
Right. So why am I giving them free space in my mind and anxiety that I hold on to?
I don't know. I guess because you think you are supposed to be aware of it. You think you're supposed to
I think that's a lie.
think that you need it and to partake in it.
I
I don't know. How are you supposed to like contribute to making a better society without understanding what's happening in society?
Because first of all, you do not have the reach or the means to make a difference.
I got 150,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel as of this weekend. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
actually did see that.
Thanks,
Congratulations.
baby.
Andrew Neely, I was going to tell you earlier.
Thanks,
but
love.
congratulations on 150,000 subscribers.
Good chance to suggest to the people watching, if you aren't subscribed, we'd love it. Okay. Carry on. No, for real. Click subscribe maybe. Thanks.
Subscribe
Okay.
to the channel. Which channel are they subscribing to?
This one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you're watching without subscribing, click the button somewhere and subscribe.
Anywho.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, I go back and forth because sometimes I'm like, yes, I need to know because knowing is the beginning of change. But the way that it's delivered is always I feel worse watching the news than when I don't watch the news.
What are we going to do on Tuesday about all this?
Exactly. What are we going to do?
Yeah, what should we do?
I don't know
Should
because
we-
we don't know what's going to happen.
Should we do a live stream while the
results are being
results
announced?
are coming in and get drunk?
No, why?
High. Get high.
Why?
I meant high. No?
No.
Okay. Bad idea.
Anyway, so I'm 1 week new sober. There's lots of chance to relapse because the body is just it's very smart, but also very simple, right? It says, oh, you're doing this, you're doing it over and over again. It must be good for us. And then when you try to change it, the body's like, wait, I thought we were doing something that was good for us. Why are you changing it?
Sure.
And it revolts. So I cannot really speak as an expert here. I am 1 week new sober, and that is good enough for now. I feel better, and I would like to continue on my path.
Okay.
I always feel like if something huge happens, I will know. And I really believe that
Yeah, I'll be telling you.
You'll be telling me. But also our sphere of influence is more powerful the closer it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, yes, if something's happening in Tuscaloosa, Mississippi or something, and if I know, I can, maybe send financial aid or...
Sure.
But
I was thinking about that last night, actually, as I was reading Twitter in bed.
Uh-oh.
Which is something you should do before you go to sleep.
What were you thinking?
Just about how you get served like all these like just kind of like crazy stories out of like, all these different places in the world that don't really have much of an effect on your life. And it's sort of like something shocking, and it's sort of presented as if like this is what's happening in the world like all the time, or it's like something that has a major impact when it's just like some random story out of like who knows where.
The thing is, I think we are very interconnected and we are very dependent on one another more than we realize.
Oh, yeah?
The trouble is the serving dish. This is my problem. You're serving it with hot and spicy. No.
Are you worried about me?
No.
You should be.
Why? Because I think if you're not experiencing existential dread from time to time, are you really alive?
I don't know. So you're saying everyone does, or what?
Yes. 100%.
Why don't they talk about it all the time? We should know every day who's feeling it. Which one of you is feeling it today?
You should clock in. You should go press a button.
Yeah, there should be a board somewhere.
There should be a counter
of
who's feeling existential.
There should be a bulletin board with your name on it that day. So you're not worried about me? Okay, good. That's fine.
And the only reason
you must not love me.
Okay. I'm just saying I'm not worried because it passes.
Yeah.
Right? And
usually.
Next week could be my existential dread.
Well, it's going to be all of ours when we're in the bread line.
Okay, stop watching Twitter. You're reading Twitter. Please.
Okay. I'll try. Maybe.
Do we have problems in the world? Yes, absolutely. But please deliver, I don't know, tell me about the problems that as an individual can actually do something about today. Las Vegas. The brand new Circa is on fire. Take your buckets from your house, fill them with water.
It's not on fire. We can see it from the window. Don't worry. Don't panic, anybody. She's just talking hypothetically.
Hypothetically. But you know what I mean? Like Las Vegas, this is happening. Take your buckets, go walk down 5-10 blocks to the Circa and pour sand. That is news. That is actionable. That I can do something about.
Did you ever have to do that back home?
No.
Okay.
I didn't have to put out any fires.
Pour sand.
Oh no, I actually did have to put out a couple of fires.
Really? Like in the neighborhood or what?
No, in our backyard.
In your backyard?
Yes.
You were setting fires?
Yes.
I was too when I was a kid. Loved fire.
Do you want to talk more about your existential dread, or no, you don't want to talk about that. Do you want to talk about the fact that we spent a lot of money and purchased a new bed that causes snoring?
Does it though? Is it the cause of snoring?
It's the bed.
It's probably not. You were snoring last night, by the way.
I was?
Yeah. It was kind of mild, but yes, 100%.
So it's the booze and not the bed.
That's what I think, yeah.
Tell us what you did that caused this existential dread. Read Twitter and had an 8 out of 10 hangover. Is that correct?
I made a vlog.
Okay.
I recorded footage for my YouTube channel, which is how I make my living.
Okay.
Attended the grand opening of the newest and biggest development in downtown Las Vegas.
It's the biggest?
I think it's the tallest building down here, right?
Okay.
I think so, yeah. Went to the grand opening, recorded footage. It might have indulged a little bit in the party atmosphere of the grand opening. A little bit too much.
Okay.
Had too many beers. And then had myself a hangover the next day.
More like the next 3 days.
3 days. Okay. That's probably true, yeah. You know, when you get old, this is what happens. This is
And
how
then
it goes.
at 3 a.m. in the morning, there was a truck in the bedroom just roaring away.
Snoring, yes.
3 a.m.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we got a brand new bed, though. That's exciting.
Yeah,
That's
I
exciting
thought
news.
all my problems were going to go away, but alas, no. I still think there's a mild chance that the bed causes snoring.
How?
Because if the bed is too soft,
I think it's pretty similar.
I looked it up.
I
If
think
the
it's
bed is too soft, then your neck muscles they're not supported enough, and then you snore.
Yeah, but it's pretty similar softness to the previous bed. It just doesn't make noise when you sit on it. Yeah. But this one is only 15 days old. So similar softness and comfort factor, I think. But
you never snored in the old bed.
yeah, but
So
it's
you're
not like we
so
just
comfortable in this bed. Or maybe the old bed, you were so nervous about making a sound with the squeakiness that you slept more.
If I had been snoring when the first time you stayed over my place.
Yeah, no, I would have been out.
Yeah.
I would have been out.
Really?
Yeah.
It would have been a deal breaker.
It would have been a deal breaker. Do you know how excited
I'm
I was?
not sure that's true.
Do you know how excited I was when I realized? I was like, wait, what? There's no snoring?
Why, did you have some snorers previously?
That's none of your business. It's like asking a woman her age. It's none yeah.
Okay. Didn't know that. Didn't know that.
I
But
didn't. I just made it up.
so, yeah, I mean, my dad's a snorer, so you better hope it's not like creeping into my life and your life.
In your 40s.
Mm-hmm, in my 40s. Is there anything that was almost a deal breaker, but I was just too handsome for you to not overlook?
That 8 p.m. wake up kind of.
8 p.m. wake up time.
Yeah, there were a couple of those nights.
Yeah, where you were like, what's up with this dude?
Yeah, and you were just sleeping so peacefully too. I'm like, dude.
After like a long night out, or just generally? Like after
No, I
playing
mean,
poker?
you would, be playing poker, and then I'd wait all day for a text, and I'd get hello at like 8 o'clock. I just woke up. I thought to myself, what is happening here?
Uh-huh.
What is happening?
Yeah.
But here we are. Luckily, you wake up when the sun's still up now. Yeah. Okay. So you don't think the snoring business is from the bed?
Nope, but we'll see. We'll give it another 15 days with the bed, and we'll see what happens.
We might have to return this bed. I wanted to ask, so we got a lot of feedback about the conversation last week.
What conversation?
About having children.
Is that an important conversation? Who's going to be able to have kids without a society anyway?
That conversation is not even important at the moment.
What do people want to know? What do they say?
Can we talk about your mood?
My mood's fine. I'm good. This is great.
Okay.
Being productive.
Why are you so anxious about productivity?
What do you mean? Am I?
Yeah.
Time's a ticking, you know? I'm not getting any less gray hairs, that's for sure.
So
got to sort out our lives.
Do you know what brings on your existential dread?
Aside from Twitter and alcohol?
Okay. Well, I mean, there you go. You can fix all your problems.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. All right. This is why I'm not worried.
Yeah.
So
I think maybe post-election I'll try taking a Twitter break.
why not before? Like,
because I want to know what's going on. I want to know what happens out there.
There's literally no way you're going to miss who wins the election.
So?
No way. Even if you didn't go on Twitter.
I want to see people getting angry about it.
So you just want to have your heart rate rise. It's an addiction.
Probably, yeah.
It's
I'm
an
sure.
addiction.
No, I'm sure I'm addicted. I'm definitely addicted to the phone.
So, you know what I mean? So, I am just like talking at you right now because I'm 1 week sober, but catch me on another day when I'm ranting here after watching the news for an hour. So, I'm not better than anybody else,
Nope, you're not.
but I need to, get my addiction under control, and I'm trying.
Good.
Trying.
I'm not trying. I'm letting it run rampant.
You're gonna wait till after the election,
Yeah.
try and rein it in. Do you remember
We'll
how
see.
long it took last time? People were in depressions.
Yeah, of course.
So, but we're not helping anybody when we're depressed, right? All that's happening is that the news agencies are making millions of dollars selling advertising while you sit in your depression.
I know Twitter's not because...
There are bazillionaires on Twitter. What do you mean?
Huh?
Oh, they're not making a bazillion
Yeah,
dollars.
the company stock. I mean, it dropped like 10 points the other day. Thanks,
Well,
Twitter.
everything dropped.
How can Twitter screw this up this much? I mean, it's the destination for all this stuff right
Yeah,
now.
what happened to Twitter? Wasn't it supposed to be like Zoom at this
Disappointing.
time?
Just endless disappointment out there in the world, you know?
No, like Twitter should be Zoom, right? You know how when we went,
Oh, yeah.
they locked down and Zoom was just going up and up and up.
I continue to believe that Jack Dorsey has made all his money from Square, Bitcoin, and taking the company public, and he just doesn't care about making any more money off of Twitter.
We think Twitter is just a side chick, like a side hustle.
I think he thinks of it as like this thing that is good for society in some fashion.
No, maybe he has existential dread about what he's created.
Probably. He should.
You know,
Yeah.
thinking, oh my gosh, look at how people are behaving towards
He's probably,
one another.
yeah, he's probably afraid of like making money off of that.
All right.
I don't know. Who knows?
Jack, if you're watching this podcast,
I'm-
please let us know, like, what you feel.
Jack, if you're listening to this podcast, I'm very disappointed in my returns on your stock. All right. What do people have to say from last week's show?
We had a lot of comments. Rob said, yeah, every other parent says that. Somebody said, you two would make a gorgeous baby.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob was like, yeah, every other parent says that. Make your own decisions, guys. Don't do something you're not ready for. You only get one shot at this.
Rob doesn't think we would make a gorgeous baby.
Rob's like, all babies are not gorgeous.
He must not like the way we look.
Jen says she has 4 adult daughters in their 20s and 30s, and none of whom currently have or want children. So she wrote a really thoughtful and insightful comment about, parenting, saying how there were times when she was a young mom, there were lots of tears, doubts, and regrets. It's true that it totally sucks sometimes to be a parent, and it's not as rosy as the movies make it out to be. To cope, I read all I could to figure out how to be a good parent and handle these feelings. And thankfully, the feelings of misery passed as my confidence increased.
Yeah, I would like to know more about why exactly it's miserable sometimes. You know?
You don't see it?
I mean, I guess just like the exhaustion, is that probably a big factor? Or what? Like constant worry?
I think the exhaustion, the worry that you're doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, our feedback loop is usually if you do something, then you feel better, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I
it
just feel
doesn't
like
work that way with a 2-year-old.
I just feel like humans are so resilient, you know?
So, yeah, it doesn't mean resiliency's got nothing to do with misery. Like, you can be resilient and still miserable.
No, I mean like if you are worried about screwing up your kid, you're not doing it right. I feel like how bad of a job can you possibly do aside from like physically harming them, you know? Like, as long as you're not doing that, like, come on.
No.
Kid will be fine.
See, I think differently. I think the emotional and psychological
Is worse.
Way worse
Yeah,
than the
but
physical.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, how bad can you really screw them up?
Very badly.
Yeah, if you're pretty screwed up. But, like, are we?
Yeah. Who's not screwed up? Anyway. I
appreciate the thoughts, though.
Yeah, I think the idea of confidence was also really interesting, because that is true, right? Whenever you start something new, there's this like overwhelming sense of, what am I doing? Am I doing it right? Will I ever get this? But like you say, if every day you wake up and your kid is still awake, you're like, oh, I didn't kill them 5 days in a row, I guess.
Maybe there should be like a training site for new parents, first time parents. You know, like how there's a training site for poker. There should be a training site for parenting.
That runs on the assumption that there's like a set rule of raising kids. I think there's general guidelines, but there's no play aces this way on the button.
There's no GTO.
No, there's no GTO strategy to raising kids, because everybody comes out completely different.
I don't know.
Sure, there's like...
What about like from age 0 to 1?
Yeah, some kids will sleep and some kids will not. Some kids will want to
make
eat.
a couple sections and you're covered. Anyway.
I mean, I think it would be great if there were more things like that. I think there's a lot more.
A manual? You don't think it can just boil down to a manual?
No. Parents should raise each child differently, I learned. I don't think we were raised like that. I think we were raised, what's good for this one will be good for that one.
Yeah.
Even though personalities are so different.
Sure.
I don't think there's a GTO strategy.
All right.
Sadly.
What other comments?
The one thing I tell people who don't have kids is that you don't really know love until you have a kid. That sounds judgmental, but there's no comparison to the love you feel for your kiddo. Good luck on your decisions. It's a life-changing one. Do what you feel is right for you. I would love for you guys to experience the love of the little life you create. That's all my 2 cents worth. Good luck.
What do you think about that?
About love?
Yeah.
Well, Jen also said that you shouldn't expect that you not everybody just experiences this overwhelming love for their kid when they're born, which is very romanticized movie thing, right? Like,
sure, sometimes it can develop over time.
Right. You fall in love with your kid and you learn to love them.
Yeah. Once they have a personality. Yeah.
I disagree with that, but why? Because you can't love a blob.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a little, yeah.
But they have personality.
It has life, but it's just kind of like drooling and spitting and eating and shitting. And
so I think for me to say, yes, I'm all in, I would need to reconcile all my, what are the things that you have? Like your dreams, your imaginations about what your life with kids is going to be, and just understand that I don't know, right? Like you say, I think you need to love your kid in every stage, like be all in, and you can't be like, oh, well, I know I'll fall in love with them once they have a personality. What if they never develop a personality that is that you like?
Agreeable.
Right.
Workable with mine.
Exactly.
You have to make another one then.
You know, and I had...
That's why some people have so many kids. They don't like the first one.
They're like, oh, let's try again.
Yeah.
No, I had the dream of adult kids, right? I was like, yeah, kids are cute, but like school age is, I'm sure, really tough. And there's all these activities you're driving around to all the time. And I look forward to, you know, adulting with my kids and having these like best friends that I created. But that's an illusion.
Why?
Because that is projecting my desires onto them.
Yeah.
What if you're incompatible with your kids? It's very possible.
Yeah, who knows if they're going to like you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could do everything right and your kid might not like you.
That'd be sad.
But it happens all the time.
Does it?
Yes.
I'm sad for those people.
So I
It's
think
rough.
for me, I want to be not in a state of like future pacing and projecting like, oh, if I just get through this part, then the end will be worth it. Because look, my parents might have had dreams like that, and I'm in another continent. I see them once a year. You know, you don't know what your kids are going to want to do. You don't know who they're going to be, and they might just not like you, and that's okay.
You can always make a Zoom date.
What, with my parents?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying we might just not be compatible.
Watch the election together over Zoom.
Baby, you in this election. We will.
Watch the fall of America live together.
Craig wrote to us in hello@talspodcast.com. We still have an email address. So if you don't want to leave a comment on YouTube or send us a text, well, we've got lots of places.
Yep. Something for everyone. Something for everyone's comment.
Yeah, Craig said why have children and what's the compelling reason, which is what I brought up last week. He said, for me, it was simply wanting my own family. Of course, your family can be you and your spouse, parents, etc. But in my case, my parents were divorced when I was 3 and I lived with my mom. I'm not complaining. I had a wonderful childhood, but I always felt like it would have been great to be together, go on family trips, family dinners, holidays, etc. It seems
sweet.
simple, but that's my reason. I wanted a family.
That's sweet.
It is really sweet.
Sweet and simple. Not all complicated like you.
I'm just gonna go to the voice messages.
I'm gonna see if Craig can have me in his family. Isn't it funny that we're family though?
Yeah, it is funny.
Imagine like thinking back to like when we met and like we were dating and then like thinking like this is my future family
This is my family.
This is my family that I'm dating.
Right. And you don't get to date your family. Your kids don't get to date you and say, oh, I like this parent.
Do we have any voicemails this week?
Let's have a look. Oh, I don't think we have voicemails this week. Lots of texts. Whoa.
I saw we had a text message from somebody.
We have lots of text messages today.
We got a text message from
hot topic.
We got a text message from Mom Nimi that just came in. She says, "Thank you for these beautiful flowers. So sweet of you and Andrew. Love you both. Heart,
Aww.
2 hearts, heart kissy face." And there's the flowers.
Let's see the flowers. They are beautiful.
They look great.
It's Andrew's mom's birthday tomorrow.
Yep. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom. Thanks for reading my text messages. What is this? Private phones are meant to be private.
An excuse to tell my mom happy birthday on the Tells podcast.
Happy birthday, Mom. I'm glad your flowers arrived before your birthday. I think that's all we have time for. I really appreciate all the thoughtful messages, first-hand experience on children, child rearing. I watched a video about how to stop your child from being a picky eater on YouTube the other day. Oh, in lieu of the news. That's the video I watched.
Getting your learn on.
Unlike how my mom, I grew up in the clean plate squad. Did you grow up in a clean plate squad?
Probably not.
Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was like, you're not leaving until you've eaten all your food.
Yeah, I was a little spoiled. But it's also why I was so thin.
Because you didn't eat anything. But apparently that is the way to do it. The way to do it is our bodies are intuitive and we know what we need to eat for our body size.
Yeah.
And so you should let your kids just
right.
eat when they want to eat. Well, not eat when they want to eat, but when you have dinner, let them eat however much they want to eat or however little. I said, in whose house? And this is why I can't have children, because I'll be like, in whose house?
Yeah, you're going to be all hardcore. And I'm going to be like, let them do what they want. Let them do what they want.
You want to eat 1 carrot? Yeah, eat 1 carrot, go to bed. and then the kid wakes up at 3 a.m. in the morning because they're hungry.
I don't know, though. I mean, I eat a lot of carrots myself. Carrots and hummus. I think I can convince him into eating a couple more carrots.
Yeah, apparently you're not supposed to convince them, though.
Yeah, but I mean, not like convince them, but like influence them.
Influence them.
Anywho.
All right. So my 2 cents for the upcoming week is keep it together. Andrew,
Okay.
just keep it together. We can
I
get through this.
kind of want to go rent a cabin somewhere.
This is what I told you last year.
Mm-hmm.
I was planning ahead, but then coronavirus had other plans because we'd be in South Africa right now.
Right. But we can still rent a cabin somewhere.
Yeah, I have a friend who is going to New Mexico. Very unpopulated part of New Mexico.
Smart. Avoid the riots.
Hanging out. You think there's going to be rioting?
This whole city's coming down.
Okay. No. We're going to
Keep it together.
we're going to keep it together.
Okay.
So that we can be calm minds can make better decisions.
Okay.
Frazzled minds cannot make good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I tell myself because anxiety does not a good decision make at the end of the day. So
All right.
keep it together.
Okay. Stay strong.
Just call your brother. He's always calm.
Good idea.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. If you like this podcast, please subscribe on YouTube. You can write to us if you're still listening on audio only. hello@telspodcast.com. And we have a text number or a telephone number which you can call, leave us a voice message with some questions. It is 702-690-9299. And next week, we will go ahead and answer more questions.
Great.
All right. Until then, bye.
Bye.